Welcome collectors, Kyle the Collector here, and I did it again, another collaboration. So last time I did Missouri YouTubers, a lot on the St. Louis and middle of Missouri side. This time Kansas City YouTubers, so representing. So we've got great YouTubers here. So VIRACY is going to start this off with his crew from All-in-One Gaming, and they're going to talk about what they're trying to accomplish in 2022. So this is going to be a convention that encompasses all gaming. This is by the people and it's for the people for sure. So they want your input. So please take the survey that's going to be in your description after the end of the video. Then we have Shawn Schaller. After that we have Big Family Gaming. So Chris, he has his own arcade, Big Family as well. And he's got a great channel, so definitely check his channel out. His friend Wackeroni also.
Hello to our gaming community. My name's Brandon. I am one of the showrunners of the All-in-One Gaming Expo. It's a community-driven gaming event that's set to happen in early 2022. First, I wanted to cover the history of why it's called the All-in-One Gaming Expo. The name originally came from the fact that we didn't have any dedicated gaming event in Kansas City or the surrounding areas. I've lived in some large cities so far, but all of them without any gaming event, and I've been envious, like of the PRGEs of the world and the MagFests and the Retropaloozas, all of it. They've always kind of just been out of reach to us here in mid-America, and I don't think that's very fair. So during the pandemic, I realized that starting to go back to normal would not be enough for most people, that we wanted something more like training wheels are off, just hit the ground running. When we came back, we needed to be in some place that was improved from where we had left. So why not start a gaming event that was in and around Kansas City? Something that's just a core gaming event. Now I will concede that there have been some gaming and some conventions, but those are the larger corporate conventions, and it's never their core focus. It's usually anime and superhero movies and whatnot. Well, now that we've got a great team, I believe that we can look to change that for the city.
The name All-in-One Gaming was originally crafted from the idea that we could have every type of play we could think of under one roof. Video games, new and old, indoor-outdoor sports, tabletop games, arcade, pinball, and more. But then the title evolved into so much more. We knew we'd be on a local stage and realized we could do more with its name. It's about community. It's about camaraderie. It's about the people we play the games with. They're the ones that make any of that other stuff fun. We miss that couch co-op, that Magic the Gathering game, that round of bowling, spectating tournaments, and all that stuff we used to do for fun.
We plan on doing it better. We have pages and pages of ideas. Some that are entirely great, some probably outside the realm of feasible for our first event. We want to solve some of the issues that other events have had. And we want to do things that other events never thought of. It all starts with you. You're the people that we play games with. You are the people that collect and trade cards. You are the people that spectate the Twitch streams. You're the people that this event is made for. And so how can you help us achieve a first year that we would all deem successful?
We're working to improve the convention experience in every way that we can. You can help us out by filling out a brief questionnaire in the description of the video below. We've narrowed it down to a few core questions that allows you to tell us directly what matters the most, as well as providing you with ways to get involved at the ground level. This includes showing interest in volunteering efforts, spreading the word as a member of one of our street crew, or contributing to the event as a sponsor or vendor. By pledging your support, that will give you access to additional content and contribution opportunities, including a behind-the-scenes look at the event development and participation in special community meetings. This event is truly all about the community, and we look forward to you joining our team.
So to put a bow on the question of what is the All-in-One Gaming Expo? Well, it's simple, really. It's all of you, it's all of us, it's all of gaming, all in one. Thank you all.
Hey Kyle, thanks so much for inviting me to your video. My name is Shawn Schaller, and I am terrible at video games and making videos, but I enjoy doing both, so I am happy to represent the Kansas side of your project. When it comes to game hunting, I personally am less of a predator and more of a sloth, or perhaps a particularly talkative rock. Now, we all know the usual stuff: Facebook Marketplace, garage sales, pawn and thrift shops, the regular promotions at the big name stores, swap meets, whatever your preference. Getting good deals on video games with any kind of regularity takes persistence and perseverance. In order to save dough, you have to spend a lot of time and energy. And I gotta be honest, that's not something that I do as much as I want to. So I really don't think that there are any secrets or shortcuts, or at least I don't know of anything useful, as usual for me. But I do at least want to share with you the collecting pursuits that bring me the most joy. Fun is what matters most in gaming. It's the part of gaming that makes it accessible to everyone. So fun is my only qualifier here. First and foremost, for a realistic balance of deals and fun, local gaming swap meets. You won't luck into a jackpot, but it's your most likely opportunity to haggle and even trade to save a few bucks on the things you really want, and you'll probably even make some friends. I'll also put the regional conventions into this same bucket. Road trip it up with some friends, and you'll have a great time regardless, unless your friends never shut up, like myself. Second, and my personal favorite, this is really important to me, it's specifically a good neighborhood garage sale. So yes, the games are usually few and far between in this day and age, but I love it when my wife and I can park the vehicle and we can take our dog Charlie out on a nice long walk around the entire neighborhood while hitting the sales along the way. And then around noon, or when we get tired, we finish up with a nice patio lunch date at a local restaurant. It's literally my favorite spring and summer and fall Saturday morning pastime. And also, my wife makes these stupid awesome video game quilts, and she does find good deals on fabric and quilting supplies, so even when I come away empty-handed, she usually gets her money's worth. Third, when on the rare occasion that I can treat myself, I do still like shopping at game stores. It's just a fun experience in a kid in a candy shop type way. Since A-Game is over on the Missouri side, I will go with Game Nut in Lawrence for the great inventory. There's 2 stores there, excellent inventory. Or Gamers HQ in Topeka for the great lounge and regular customer base. Really good people over there. I love them. So I'm going to try to wrap things up before I keep rambling any more than I already have. I personally like collecting for all the mainstream systems, but sadly my current flavors of the week, which would be Nintendo Switch games and then a couple of very specific plug-and-play consoles that I'm looking for, aren't really ideal hunting fodder. They're not good game hunting material. But the one other thing that I do love, my favorite gaming genre, if you can even call it that, I don't know if you can, and it's something for which I occasionally do find some oddities or deals, are compilation games. So any physical title with 2 or more legitimate games that were released previously elsewhere, preferably the shameless ones, stuffed with like 10 plus legitimate games from previous consoles. And for some reason, they're just my favorite weird gaming niche. I absolutely love them. Now, I'm not quite as big into like aftermarket hacks or minigame collections, or like those Nintendo Wii shovelware games that are packed with more generic garbage than the Hallmark Channel or the dumpster behind the Dollar General. But those are actually ones that occasionally I do find deals on them. They do show up when I'm hunting, primarily thanks to them being not good or desirable by normal humans. And when it happens, I usually can't resist. And now I feel like I at least have to try these before I start using them as doorstops. I actually am just a little bit excited for this one because I love the medieval swords and sorcery motif in basically all video games. So there you have it, my very uneducated, not exactly tips and tricks for having fun with the actual collecting part of video game collecting, for better or worse. But hey, the moral of the story here is just have fun. So thanks again, Kyle, for letting me be in your video. I really enjoyed being weird on somebody else's channel for once.
Hey, how's it going? This is Chris from Big Family Gaming. I'm hanging out currently in my garage arcade, and Kyle, the collector, asked me to make a little video talking about myself, my channel, what we do here. So we are a large family, and that's why we have the name Big Family Gaming. My wife and I, we have 9 children, and we are all into gaming. So if you've watched some of our videos, or when you watch some of our videos, you will be able to see some of the little ones getting in on the action. And not all of our children are so little, mind you, but that's neither here nor there. So on the channel, we do live streams, collections, pickups. The channel actually had started with me documenting the quest for going for a complete Sega Master System collection. That was a ton of fun, which led to going for the complete 32X collection. We also have a complete Wii U physical collection for the North American market. And lately we've just been doing a lot of pickups, live streaming. We did lots of videos on these arcades, pickups, restorations. A lot of the times I like to get my deals from Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, and honestly, the best way, and you may know this, to score some great deals is by word of mouth, by talking to friends, talking to family, letting people know that you're into collections, that you're into video games, that you're into toys, that you're into whatever it is that you like to collect. Just letting them know that, hey, I dig some old video games. If you have some of those sitting in your house, let me know. I have gotten calls, messages, texts from friends, family members saying, hey, is this worth anything? Hey, I picked this up for you. Have it. Had a case in point, my wife's uncle. He was at a estate auction in the middle of nowhere, and he picked up a complete inbox DMG Game Boy. Only been used a few times for $2. $2. I made him more on. I gave him $20 for it. He was more than happy. He really isn't in it for the money. Again, he was there to help me out with the collection. So I also gave him some beer, actually scotch. He's a scotch drinker, like myself. So I think that about covers it. Games, arcades. We dabble in some toys. I'm not so much of a toy collector. Definitely more of a video gamer. Arcades, cars, handhelds, Wii U, Nintendo, Sega. My heart's with Sega. And we do 3DS live streams, PS2. Try to do as much as we can on original hardware. I know it's easy sometimes to kind of get the emulation going and stuff like that, but what's the fun in that? The fun is in trying to figure out how to get these old systems looking good on YouTube for you guys. So, Kyle, again, thanks for having me. I appreciate the collaboration, and I hope everyone has a great day. Peace.
What's up, guys? My name is Chris Wacker, also known as Wackeroni, and I wanted to share with you some of my collectibles and talk about where I got them and how I feel about them and all that such goodness. So let's take a look around and I'll tell you about some of it. So I got my shelf up here, my Dragon Ball stuff. Most of my collection is Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. Most of my stuff came from a local place called Vintage Stock. They have all kinds of different collectibles. And by the way, I'm in Kansas, and I'm in the Shawnee area. And even the posters and wall scrolls and stuff, a lot of them came from Vintage Stock. Honestly, I can't tell you a whole bunch of variety because that is really where I get most of my collectibles. I got all my VHS tapes back there. I got my DVDs over here. I still have not gotten all of Dragon Ball Super collected, but I got I kept going back a long time. It took me to keep going back and get all these VHS tapes, even though they're not really worth anything. I wanted to make the pictures, you know, they collect the pictures and make them all fit together. It's my GT VHS stuff down there. And yeah, I started collecting in like middle school, junior high age. So man, it's been a while. I've been collecting for quite a while. It's, as you can see, it's not all Dragon Ball stuff. I got some Batman here. Got a little Ant-Man. I got a little Avengers poster. Shazam. I got my big Batman. Yeah, just a long period of collecting stuff. I used to live in St. Joseph, Missouri, so some of this stuff came from some shops over in that area, and I don't know if I could tell you where I would have found some of these guys. I used to find some of them at the mall over here, the Oak Park Mall. Big Iron Man guy over here I got from Blockbuster or Hollywood Video when they were closing, I believe. Got most of these at the one on at the vintage stock on Metcalf. And yeah, spent a long time collecting these guys. When I was really little, my dad's friend gave me my first couple X-Men comic books, and I didn't really appreciate and understand the stories back then, but I liked the pretty pictures, of course. Thank you, Kyle the Collector, for having me be a part of this and asking me to talk about my stuff. I enjoy collecting, and I enjoy talking about it. I'm Chris Wackeroni, signing off.